How's it going? Alright, so right in front of us we have the newest release from Hologram Electronics, the Chroma Console. And after I dropped my first video, which was really just like the first sounds that I'd made out of it, I had a lot of comments about this thing being thought of as a multi-effects pedal. And while it is, it also is not. Let's get a little bit more of what I'm talking about. Everything you're hearing right now is coming out of the Chroma Console. Completely. It's a little loop that was captured, and yeah, let's just leave it at that. We'll turn it off. Alright, so let's talk about this. Okay, so the Chroma Console here is it's really an homage to a lot of the older studio effects that really gave you a lot of limitations. Not as much headroom, or only four tracks, or a lot of noise in the tape, things like that. And it's one of those things that, to best understand it, you have to think of it, in my opinion, more as a sound design tool, where you embrace the limitations. You're not bound to them or bound by them. There's something that help you be more creative. So real quick, let's just do something real quick. Let's turn this all off. And I think we will just make sure that's there. Okay. All right, just double checking some things. All right, so let's, real quick, you have a total of 20 effects that are all labeled here, but they're broken into 4 different sections. So you have the main, they're color-coded, right? So the red is your character, and that includes drive, sweeten, fuzz, howl, swell. Yellow is movement, a doubler, vibrato, phaser, tremolo, pitch. Green is diffusion, so cascade, reels, space, collage, and reverse. And then blue here is texture, so filter, squash, cassette, broken, interference. The gray is kind of like an overall mix. But in true hologram fashion, there's a lot more in here. So you can control how these are ordered. It's not just right to left. You can control which one's first, which one's second, that sort of thing. You can turn them on individually. You can do micro loops. You can do 30-second loops. You can do knob recording, like knob change recordings. That's something they call gesture. So it does a whole lot. And let me show you some things, right? And not like, I'm not going to show you how to copy and save and find presets. You can find that in the manual. Let's just look at like some of the cool things you can do with this. So let's put everything kind of at noon here. For fun, noon is always a great place to start, except mix, that's going to be at about 3 o'clock. So here's the clean signal. I am playing out of my Fender Custom Shop Tele with a humbucker in the neck and a reversed single in the bridge. Playing into, going into the 29 pedals Una, and then straight into the Chroma Console. My amp, so to speak, is all in the box. It is the Benson Chimera Collection, the VST made by Mixwave, and I'm using Pro Tools to record everything. So here's the clean tone, and let's take it from there. Alright, so let's talk this through. So you could use it as a multi-effect. So you could just say, oh, I just want a fuzz. Turn on. I just want a fuzz. Okay, well, green is fuzz. You got go more fuzz. EQ, make it dark. Make it bright. So it can absolutely be that, or you can have it as like a dual effect. Let's get out of there. Let's make it just a sweetener. Have it pretty there. And let's say I want it to be a reverse. Okay, so we've got that like that. So here's what that sounds like. Right? And like, so depending on how you move all these knobs, it does different things. There's also secondary features, of course. You tap these two buttons there, it goes like a little aquamarine, and then you can adjust sensitivity, the drift of things, the effect volumes, the output level, all that fun stuff. Oh, and by the way, when you are diving into some of the secondary features, such as the gesture, which is the knob functions, the secondary, which is the light gray things there, doing your effect setup, there's a little code right here. It tells you which of the 4 buttons to press. And it's not a press and hold, it's a press. So press, let go. And then to get out of it, press and let go again. If you press and hold, you might go into something deeper that you don't want to do, like the global menu. So, all right, let me just see where the things are at. All right, so you have a tap tempo, which is cool over there, but that's like the momentary part. If you hold it down, or yeah, it's a normal tap, sorry. If you hold it down, it will capture a little micro loop. And it can capture either a short loop, and it'll smooth that out, make it more of a pad, kind of like this. Let's right, or you could do a longer one. In that instance, it becomes actually like a loop, and that can go up to 30 seconds. Okay. All right. So not doing anything wild here yet. Not wowing you. So let's talk about this in the sound design function, and that's where it really becomes interesting as you start to build all these sounds together. So let's say I wanted a cassette. Here, the cassette sound, you know, that's kind of got this vibe. Gen loss, anybody? Let's go back to the reverse on this one, but let's go all the way up. That's got a little like mood / count to 5 vibe to me. And I'll show you why. Let's make this one the pitch. It's purple. So we now have a pretty cool sound that maybe we wouldn't, I mean, what do we call it? It's like its own little effect. Okay, so let's say we want to change the order that this is in. So you tap the 1 and 4 here, these buttons, and it'll tell you by the way it blinks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it goes blue, and then we can tell what we want to do. So let's just go right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty colors. All right, so what does that sound like? Let's change it up then. Let's just do like 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse it. different, right? A little bit different. A little more drive there. Okay, so let's talk about the gesture, which is a way that you can record your knob movements. It's very similar in a way to the bounce control on some of the Chase Bliss pedals in my mind, except you can control the rate that this does this via the tap tempo, and all of your micro movements will be saved. So gesture is 3 and 4, tap, and by that I mean like, all right, so this is the reverse, sweep that all the way there, but then go back to the middle. Pitch, let's go to middle, back to up, middle, and down. And let's take the sweetener all the way up, and then slowly back down, and the cassette can go here, all the way to the top. All right, so what this has done is it's not only recorded how I turn the knobs, like the directions, but the speed. So let's hear what this is. All right, so let's just do a little tap. 1, 2, 2. All right, let's see what this sounds like. I can already hear some differences just from the sounds, the noises. Okay, let's do it faster. All right, that's pretty rad. Okay, so we got that. We've talked about the gesture control, we've talked about the controlling the order of the effects, and we've talked about the capture. So how do we put all that together to make a completely new sound, right? Let's, let's just do some different things here. All right. And this is the best part, you just kind of get creative. Turn that one off. All right. So, all right. Let's see how we create some sounds. What's this? What is this? Hold it down. And in that regard, you can kind of hear the beat, right? So let's change the order, right? Totally changes the sound. So, I don't really know if I did anything crazy here, anything that was mind exploding, but if you feel like this Chroma Console is just a multi-effect, well, you're not wrong, but I would urge you to look at it a little bit differently. How can you create something new with this? And of course, if you're like, oh, I just want a tremolo pedal. Like we said before, we can do that, right? We can do that. Just even with tap tempo too. So we can do that, and that's totally fine. In that instance, I could easily see a place where you could put this at the end of your chain, or really anywhere in your chain that you would say, well, I don't want to have I don't want to have a trem pedal by itself. I don't want a vibrato pedal. I don't want a reverse pedal. I don't want a pitch pedal, because all of those, you would have 17 pedals, or really 20 pedals. In that instance, this could actually take the place of 20, but you can build so much out of it. So that's why, to me, it's not just a multi-effect. All right, as always, thanks for hanging out with me, and let me know what you think. Was I way off the mark? Was I spot on? You tell me. So hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.